The Steelers have clinched their fourth straight double-digit win season, and GM Kevin Colbert's work in the draft has been a major part of Pittsburgh's recent sustained success. Some of the team's first-round selections like David DeCastro, Cameron Hayward, Ryan Shazier and, of course, Ben Roethlisberger have flourished in the Steel City. But Colbert has routinely landed impactful players outside the first 32 picks, which is vital, and oftentimes separates the good teams from the great ones. Here are outside the first-round gems Pittsburgh's found in the past 6 drafts. Obviously, Antonio Brown has become one of the best draft picks in NFL history relative to value after being picked in the 6th round in 2010. Those 7 players counting Brown are either franchise foundations or key role players who play a high percentage of snaps for the 102 Steelers, and while Pittsburgh hasn't sat out free agency every March, it's shrewdly utilized that period to fill tiny roster roles. And key pickups aren't limited to the spring. The addition of Joe Hayden at cornerback and Vance McDonald at tight end just before the 2017 season are prime examples of finding value whenever it presents itself. Even the recent first-round selections, who don't appear to be bound for superstardom, like Bud Dupree and Artie Burns, have found niches in the Steelers' defense. Really, the only round 1 selection made by Colbert & Co., who's been a surefire bust, is Jarvis Jones, and his NFL career has been marred by injury. The jury is clearly still out on TJ Watt, and while he's experienced some rookie moments in 2017, he's currently 3rd on the team with 5 sacks and has already batted down 6 passes. Going a step further with what may be most important, Colbert has done a masterful job insulating himself from potential busts by doubling down at specific positions. In the 2010 draft, he snagged Emmanuel Sanders and Brown. In 2011, after picking defensive end Jason Wilds, Hayward was Pittsburgh's first-rounder. Gilbert was drafted in round 2. In 2012, Mike Adams was chosen out of Ohio State in the 2nd round. Kelvin Beacom was picked in round 7 that year. Jones was grabbed to rush the passer in 2013. The following year, Tuitt was a round 2 selection along the defensive line. 2 rounds later, Bryant was the Steelers' round 4 pick despite Pittsburgh's loaded receiver group at the time. Then, in 2 of the last 3 seasons, Colbert has drafted an edge rusher in the 1st round. These picks were made as Jones was showing signs of becoming a bust. Unquestionably, some of those picks haven't panned out, but the Steelers have had in-house replacements ready when the team has decided to move on from a 1st or 2nd round selection. The much riskier alternative is relying on a rookie to fill the shoes of a failed draft selection. Not having a needed quarterback for all those years has undoubtedly helped Pittsburgh in the draft, but its front office has smartly stayed ahead of possible busts, injuries, and players bolting in free agency by continually using draft capital on key positions like offensive line, defensive line, and wide receiver. Beyond the Patriots, the Steelers have been the most stable, consistently successful team in the AFC over the past decade, and much of their success over the past 5 seasons can be directly tied to a smart approach in the NFL draft.